Good morning. Oh my gosh, it's the first time I've really spoke today. I've been whispering to Meredith. She's the only other person who's awake. Wolfgang is still sleeping. It's a miracle. Must be my lucky day. I don't know what the heck. I try to listen. All those people who are like, my 4 a.m. morning routine. I wake up before my kids and stuff. I'm like, how do you do it? Usually the second my eyes open, his eyes open. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there goes my cool morning routine. Sometimes I just try to get like 10 minutes to wake up before I have to cater toward people, you know what I mean? It's nice. I rarely get it. This is one of those special occasions and I'm very glad that I'm sharing it with you. I have some stuff to do today. It's the first day of football. So many exciting things today. I threw on my football earrings. That's how festive it is. So we're having a few people over. I'm gonna make a chili bar. I actually don't know who's coming over. I'm gonna make some cornbread muffins. I'm going to make, what else am I gonna make? I have a list on my phone, but I have the monitor going, so I don't wanna anyway. I'm going to make, buffalo chicken dip. How did I forget about that? Classic. But more importantly, because you probably already know how to make chili and all that good stuff, I bought some stuff for the girls' bathroom and I'm gonna try to get rid of the yellow. I don't know what I was thinking. Why didn't anyone tell me? Why didn't you guys say not cute? But you'll probably say that about what I'm going to decorate it with anyway. And then I have some things to do around the house, obviously laundry. And you know, it's times like this where I feel like, oh, is this the kind of person I'm going to be when I don't have a baby attached to me 24/7? Like the kind of person who spot treats their clothing. Like, okay, so I wear stuff like this and then I nurse. So sometimes I pull it down, sometimes I pull it up. If it's something like this, I'll pull it down. And then it just gets so dirty. And then his sticky little hands get on everything. So most of the time, like even this shirt, oh my gosh, you probably still can see. I had to clean it this morning. I don't know, I washed it, but it didn't get clean. It must have just been stuck in a bunch of clothes. Sometimes I overload my washer and stuff. And also I'm not the only one who does laundry. But, what was I saying? Oh, it gets really dirty. So most of the time I just throw it in, but if I have a spare 10 seconds, I like to spot treat like this. Oh my gosh, so gross. I find that this Drift stain remover, it removes everything. People think that this Drift brand is really sensitive or whatever. I don't know, man. How can it be when it literally is the best stain remover? Conspiracy theory. But I got chocolate on my pants. I got paint on my pants yesterday. Eleanor got acrylic paint on her shirt, so I tried to salvage that, but I don't think there's any coming back from that. But we'll see, you know, we'll see how good Drift is. All right, other than that, it's the usual. Good way to start your day, you know, throw a load of laundry. You know what they say, a load of laundry a day keeps the chaos away. And I think that explains it. I just had to grab some of Meredith's dirty clothes because tomorrow is socks, they get so dirty. You think I can stain remove these socks or is it too far gone? Meredith, I bought her 8 shirts, maybe more, for school shirts. She refuses to wear anything but pink and pink. These two. So I have to do laundry every other day. Occasionally, she will tolerate purple. But other than that, I need to just make another order. The problem is, it takes 2 months for the clothes to come in. Here it is, the purple. All right, there we go. Let's move along. So I'm gonna try and tackle this bathroom. Who decided, listen, I have to give myself some grace. It's okay. It's not terrible. And it does, to be fair, match the bathroom really great. But I don't care about matching the bathroom. I care about being fun and I really am inspired by this. So I'm running with it. I got a new shower curtain. I don't even remember what it looks like. Oh gosh, I think it's blue. Okay, that's fun. And then of course this one I grabbed from the thrift store. It's got the color vibes and I really love it. So I'm gonna throw it in here. It's a lot of yellow. It's a lot of, you know? So let's perk this place up. I tried to look for something different to put here, but I don't think I got anything. I'll just change out the candle, make it bright, make it blue or pink or something. But out with the old, in with the new. I'm done with this. Oh, those towels even look dingy. Oh, and I got some stuff to organize the closet too. Not stuff, bins. I got matching bins because this hodgepodge, every time I open this, I just, ugh. And then up there, I don't want to talk about it. Can't get rid of a single blanket around here. And ironically, yesterday, Evelina and I were at Joann's and I was like, oh, let me make a tie blanket. What am I thinking? We have a million blankets. It would be cute. Do I want to do it? Yes. And the fabric alone, because you need 2 yards of 2 different kinds of fabric. So you need 4 yards. Each yard, the fleece fabric is like, I don't know, it ranges. $20 is the one that I had in my hand. So $20 times 4 for a blanket that I have to make, even with a sale. I'm gonna pass on that. All right, I'm just gonna take all this stuff out of here. Good riddance. I think I even grabbed new towels to put here, so no one better touch it. Baby's awake. I'm gonna remove these. I also just realized I didn't do my hair, and I should have put on like a lighter concealer. I'm feeling real latte today. Maybe it's the brown tone. Well, I do believe I need 2 hands for this, mister. Oh, I forgot to get another liner. Oh well. Oh well. What are we gonna do?
So what I didn't explain is that I initially I went to the store. This bathroom is not what I should have been working on right now. I need to be picking out fixtures and pulls and knobs and stuff for the new bathroom, the addition bathroom, but all of that is so daunting and so overwhelming. Have you even been to the hardware store and seen the amount of pulls and knobs that they have to offer? And then I thought, okay, well, whatever. So I went on Amazon and trying to find, different looking ones, seeing price differences, whatever. By the way, I think Amazon is a lot more affordable. Actually, now that I think $10. Okay. Anyway, it depends on what it is. Some are more expensive. I digress. I have yet to pick out pulls and knobs or so I have some picked out, light fixtures and stuff, but as you can hear, it's very mentally overwhelming. I'll talk to you about it in just a second.
Okay, I like it. I'm gonna move this picture, but the yellow, oh my gosh, the old shower curtain, it matched almost exactly to that. Isn't that wild? We'll just cover it up. We'll forget that it's even there. Who picked out that tile? Well, I had to get some tools to hang the painting. And I know some of you said that you would never hang this painting in your house. I don't care, I love it so much. Apparently it's like from the 90s. The artist is Ken Dunn, and it's of Sydney. And I just think it's so dang cute. So where's the middle here? That looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go about here. Watch, there's a stud here, I will cry. Drywall. Perfect. I'm basically Tim the Toolman Taylor. I think that's good. Moment of truth. Ooh, probably woke the whole house up doing that. But it looks good. Okay, progress. See, I like it, I like it. Now for this one, could leave it, but which one do we like better? This or this? That one might be a little too big for the wall. Kind of perfect. I don't know, I actually love it. I'm gonna leave it there, see if it grows on me. But what am I gonna hang there? Maybe I should hang this there. Not that I need anything on that wall. I don't know, I'm gonna think on it.
Okay, the knobs and pulls situation. I have towel bars. I picked out brass. What was I thinking? The new bathroom, you haven't seen the vanity yet, but it is a very cool tone. And the countertop is a white. I guess brass would work, but I think this kind of faucet, do you see the faucet? Whatever that is, bronzed nickel, or what do they call it? Rubbed nickel or some kind of nickel. I don't even know. I think that would be better. See, that's the thing too. Finishes. Not only do you have to pick out the hardware, but pick out what finish you want. Do you want black? Do you want silver? Do you want nickel? Do you want bronze? Do you want gold? And now I'm just like overthinking everything and then underthinking everything else. And then also I need mirrors. What the heck? Oval mirrors. How tall? Square mirrors. Do I want a big mirror? Do I want 2 mirrors? What? It's so many options that you don't really think about every day. Like, I'm glad this bathroom was just put together, but also like I have the chance to create a bathroom. But half of it is already created because it's choices that I made a year ago. Like, do I still agree with those choices? So I'm trying to finish up that bathroom, but in the in-between, I thought, what's easier? Let me get a new shower curtain and fix up the current bathroom that we have right now. So that's why that was my thought process on doing this. That was overwhelming, so I just turned to this bathroom as a distraction. Turns out it was a great distraction because everything looks great. And I love how it turned out. I love the blues that I picked out. I was just cleaning this wall off because paint splatters everywhere when Eleanor's doing the, like washing her brushes and stuff in her sink. By the way, do you guys have matching towels? I don't. I'm trying to. I'm in the process of getting that done, of replacing all of our towels, but towels are pricey. Like even at, discount stores, Home Goods, whatever. And the rugs too, the yellow needed to go. So I found these on clearance and I thought, well, this is kind of perfect. Beige, not the best, but I can wash them. They're easily washable. And I just thought it'll lighten the place up a little bit. And yeah, here's the finished product. I think it looks great. What do you think?
All right, here it is, all finished. Almost finished. Finished enough. It's good enough. I love the blues. I thought it would be too weird against like the floors and stuff, but it doesn't even matter because it's so neutral. You could really put any color in here, I guess. That's my guess. But I do love how the blues are going through. I might move this over here. Well, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I do like looking at that. So yeah, moving on. That was fun. That was exciting. That was long awaited. Okay, so I hung the window picture up in here. So that way when people are using the toilet, they can just envision themselves at the beach. Oh, I thought I was done in here. I'm not. I forgot I wanted to tackle this. It shouldn't take me that long. I'm just gonna like dump and go. I'm not gonna deal with that. It'll just be mainly this area. And I did get some baskets. I got 3 6. So that should be good enough.
So oversight also with the baskets. It's like I don't think things through. Have we met? I try to think things through. Sometimes it doesn't work out. I'm just over here doing my best. And I feel like whatever I do, whatever progress I make is better than not doing anything. Every step I take is a step toward the future. And what am I trying to say here? It's progress and it's something I can hang my hat on. However, the bins that I got are slightly translucent, and so I can see everything inside. I can't like see what's inside exactly, specifically, but I can see that there are contents inside. And I don't like that kind of look. I was happy that they fit. That's why I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even measure. I didn't even think. And 3 actually squeezed together, but they not in the best way. So you'll see what I do when I have to add the hair bow basket or the hairbrush basket. But anyway, organizing stuff, this is great because I can put there, obviously it looks more organized because all the baskets match. It's the same stuff that was in there before. I'm just going in there and giving it a bigger place to live, like a bigger basket, makes it look more organized. It's also has more room to grow. One of the baskets was almost completely empty. And then I have a first aid basket. This is their karate stuff or martial arts, whatever it's called. They haven't done this in, I want to say, a year. But if they ever jump back into it, we'll have this stuff. Like, I don't want to get rid of it. This stuff costs money. So if they decide, hey, I want to do martial arts again, I'm not sure my older 2 girls were that into it. They enjoyed it while it lasted, but they just have bigger interests. So obviously they can't do everything that they want. And that's something that my kids are really into. They love to do everything. So we have to kind of narrow it down to top, just a few. And so I feel like they're very lucky to be able to do the amount of after school activities and extracurriculars that they do. So I think they understand that. They can't do it all. They have to kind of pick their favorites, and that's where they're at right now. And martial arts just didn't make the cut, and that's okay. But maybe in the future, I think Wentworth specifically might want to get back into that in the future. But for now, it hasn't made the cut, and plenty of time in the future. So I don't want to get rid of that stuff. Also, I don't have anywhere else to store it. So this seems like the perfect option. It's a closet, and I got a basket for it, and I got space for it. So one basket is full of pillow shams. Why do I have this many pillow shams? And then with the matching towels, I would like to get all matching towels. I got dark blue for Wentworth's closet, and that looks so nice. Aside from the garbage on either side of the linen closet, I feel like it looks better. I could put that's all their brushes. The basket's lower, so it's easy for them to just jump in and access it. But, any progress
is progress because it looked horrid before. I think I'm gonna throw her robe up here. I don't really know where to put it. I should get her a hook. In her new bathroom, they'll have hooks instead of like a towel bar like this so she can hang her robes. Okay, now I have to deal with all the empty baskets and stuff, so I'm gonna tidy this up. And this is what I mean by tidy this up. I gotta deal with this. I started a new load. It's actually, it'll be done in like 7 minutes, which is ridiculous. How has that much time passed? I'm going to take this out. Oh, is that a thumbtack? Oh, dang. Now I have to put another hole in the wall. I figure if I do laundry in here and I have to look at that wall, I might as well make it look nicer than that. I actually don't even know if this will fit in the space, but I figured this will be good. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Is that a little too ridiculous? Is that way too big? Whatever, I like it for now. I can always change it.
I couldn't figure out how to put it up, so it's not up. Maybe tomorrow.
Well, I gave up on the laundry room. What's funny is I brought my stuff up here, but I didn't bring a screw if I need it. I'm gonna replace this because, oh yeah, that's way too high. What the heck was I thinking? Come on, Kim. I'm gonna replace that. Got this from the thrift store, but obviously Meredith's room isn't ready yet because, well, don't want to talk about it. So I figured what better place to put this than the bathroom. Perfect wall space, because honestly I don't know where else to put it because I like all the other artwork in here. So there's that. Okay, I need to go get a screw. I also need to, oh, could I use this? How is this hanging? This might hold the weight. Can we trust a nail to hold this weight? Probably not. Okay, I don't think I brought a cleaning rag with me, but that is the last of our toilet paper. So remind me next time I go to the store, I need to grab some toilet paper. Is that good? Good. That's too low, but all right, let's see. I got this from the thrift store, obviously. I just got it because I liked it. And Meredith really likes princesses. So I snagged it. Is that crooked? I think it's okay. So I snagged it, and lo and behold, I'm like searching it online when I'm doing the thrift haul just for fun to see. And people are selling them for like $200-ish, sometimes more, sometimes a little less. 200 is the median. And I was like, this is ridiculous. And some of them were just the print. I don't know, man, a little suspicious. I just don't understand. What makes some things worth more than others? I don't know. Maybe how rare they are? Okay, well, that was fun. I was gonna clean the toilet while I was up here, but I don't see any toilet cleaner. I need to do a huge restock up here. We need more paper towels too. Our paper supplies are looking pretty slim. Oh, I got that sponge holder and I just haven't yet to bring it up. Oh, well, speaking of up. This is the destruction that happened yesterday. When I tell you we had one extra person over, and it's just this specific person whenever we have them over. And like, you know, it was busy. I was in a rush. I didn't check up here before they left. I did check in Meredith's room. Holy shnikey, you guys, when I tell you. And obviously my little kids were playing up here too, but my kids play up here all the time. It doesn't look like this. They play up here every day. It doesn't look like this after one day. This is crazy. Maybe like one bin is dumped out, but every single bin, I'm like, why? Also, how? Crazy. Crazy. A lot of stuff I could say about it, but obviously. Okay, so I'm gonna tidy this up because we have more people coming over today, mostly adults, so that'll be good. Are they adults though? I think so. I don't know.
We did have some kids, but also they didn't create this big of a catastrophe. So that was good. I pulled Meredith up here, told her to come up, help me clean up. Wentworth was out with a cousin, and they were doing much more fun things than cleaning up. But wait, did I clean the theater room this time? I think I did, but you know, Wentworth helps me tidy up too. That's not what this is about. My kids are pretty good about, you know, helping me clean when they can and when I ask them to, and sometimes they do it on their own. It's no big deal. Sometimes looking at a space like this could get me frustrated, like, oh my gosh, so much to clean. I didn't even make this mess. My kids, blah, 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 you know. But here's a mindset shift for you. Like, my kids were up here playing with a cousin and they were having a good time. They were screen free, and yeah, they made a mess for sure. but it didn't take me that long to tidy it up. I had help tidying it up. Help, but the best thing is that they were playing and having fun, and that's what childhood is all about. The responsibility part comes later. Obviously, they do have responsibilities. I feel like I have to preface that because I'm going to get that. My newborn washes his own diaper. Well, good for you. That's so great. Yes, everyone in this house pulls their weight. They all have responsibilities. They all have chores. But also, here's a very not comforting, very satisfying before and after. Love doing that. So that's what it looked like before and after. And then obviously I have kids. They're in here every day. They're playing. They're having a good time. So that's when I was cleaning, I just thought my biggest, I don't know if I should say pet peeve, but my biggest thing is the kids building forts. This is my least favorite. I don't know. They have so much fun building forts and I just had to get over it. But most of the time, they clean it up themselves. And it's not much. It's literally folding towels and putting the pillows back up. And I was going to leave it, but then I thought, well, I have a little bit of time to clean it up. It's really not that big of a deal. So I just had to tell myself, the kids had so much fun building forts. And honestly, this is Wolfgang's favorite place to play. It's the place like when it looks like this, not when it's all cleaned up. He loves when there's, blankets all over the floor that he can climb on. We've got that gymnastics mat. He loves it like this. He loves to roam around. And sometimes I can get overwhelmed with how much he needs me to hold him. And sometimes I'll just come up here and he'll roam up here and he'll have fun and he'll explore. And that's part of learning for him. That's developmental. So it's just great. But sometimes mom needs a clean house. So it needed to be done. It didn't stay clean forever. Obviously, this is like their space to play and have fun and do all that good stuff. So I'm just so lucky that my kids have this space to do that in. And I don't know, so much gratitude for so many things. So that's what's going through my head right now. Like, I'm grateful that the kids get to play. I'm grateful that the kids have this space. I'm grateful that I get to be their mom and I get to clean up after them, even though sometimes it's not my favorite thing to do, but that's just part of the gig. And so much gratitude for everything. In all things, give thanks, right? Did we learn that from my fall video? In all things, give thanks.
Okay, it didn't take me very long. Just annoying all those blankets and stuff, but the kids were having fun. That's what it's all about. And everything's shoved in the closet except for those pillows. But it could use another vacuum up here. I'll have to pull the vacuum out and do that. And this part of the playroom, looking good, looking fantastic, ready for some more action today, if I do say so myself. Meredith helped me with that. Wolfgang, not so much. The trifle dish is making a comeback. I'm excited to pull this thing out. Honestly, I feel like I just pulled this recipe just to use this beauty. I love it so much. I like it. Last time I made, oh gosh, it was 4th of July. It feels like forever ago. I made a fruit salad. It looked really impressive. This time, I'm going to make mocha chocolate icebox cake, which sounds basic, but it's exciting. It's an Ina Garden recipe, and I'm gonna switch it up a little, even from what she did. I've seen some people just use pudding, and I'm sure that would probably be easier, but I'm gonna make something exquisite because it's Ina Garden. Her recipe calls for those Tate's chocolate chip cookies. They're really thin, they're crunchy, and they have that chocolate chip flavor. I almost got a bag of them from Costco, but I didn't, and I thought it would be fun to instead use brownie brittle to have that brownie flavor. I don't know, maybe I'm making a mistake. Why should I deviate from Ina Garden? As you can tell, my family members already got a hold of this one. I also didn't get them from Costco. I got them from Target, spent an arm and a leg, but the idea is to have something crisp and crunchy, and then as it like soaks overnight, it gets soft and malleable. So, what else do I need that I don't have? Nothing says football like a mocha chocolate icebox cake, right? Okay, I'm really excited for this, mostly because it's Ina Garden, right? So I have a block of cream cheese. It calls for mascarpone, which is like a softer, creamier Italian cream cheese, but
Obviously, I don't have that. I was thinking of buying some, but my local Target sucks, so they didn't have it, and I didn't want to make an extra trip. I'm going to add 2 cups of heavy cream, so that's 1 pint, and a half a cup of sugar, a couple tablespoons of cocoa powder, and the recipe calls for Kahlua, which is a chocolate liqueur. I don't have that. I don't do alcohol. If you have that, you go ahead. I'm gonna do hot cocoa because that's what I always substitute whenever it calls for something delicious. I figured you could probably just add extra milk. That's a 1/4 cup of that going straight in. Should have just drank it. Oh, I think Evelina broke my measuring cup over here. My measuring spoon. It's not an Ina Garten recipe without instant, what is this? Espresso, instant espresso. I hope that's the right thing. It's the powder stuff, so I don't know. It just brings out the natural chocolate flavor. And then to top it off, just a little bit of vanilla extract. I'm gonna whip this up and put all the other stuff away. So I just mix it until stiff peaks form. See that? Oh yeah. And it tastes delicious, way better than pudding. Holy cow, this is amazing. Okay, now I'm gonna grab this and assemble. And I'm not sure it gets any easier than this. I worry that I didn't buy enough of this brownie brittle. I should have got a 3rd bag. It's fine, we'll make it work. 1 sparse layer of this. Apparently this is gonna make 5 layers. So 1 layer of that and then 1 layer of the cream. Spread it out the best I can. Another layer of the brownie. And then repeat that process over and over again until you run out of both. Oh yes, I forgot I made this. This was a smash hit. Alex said that it's his favorite thing that I've ever made. He actually requested that I make it again soon. And I said, okay, well, next time I make it, I think I'm going to actually follow the recipe. I'll plan it out a little better. I'll get mascarpone cheese and I'll get the proper cookies. Because I just wanted to try out the brownies. And he said, no, make it exactly like you did. He really enjoyed it. It's more of a mousse, if you're wondering. It's not really a pudding. And I forgot the proper name, whatever Ina Garten named this. But it is, well, I think icebox cake is what she said. So you're supposed to use a springform pan. And clearly I didn't. And I think the brownie brittle is much thinner than the cookies. I didn't have to let this sit overnight. We actually took it out a few hours later and the brownie brittle was nice and soft and edible. And it was a hit for some. Some people didn't like it. Obviously, people have different tastes. It's not my favorite thing just because of the texture. I'm not really into like a moussey kind of dessert. I would much rather have the pumpkin cake that I made in my fall video. That was my go-to. Pulled that out during this day too. And so, you know, different people like different things, but this was a hit. The flavors were great, by the way. I loved how it tasted. It's the mouthfeel for me. But I do want to try this again. So next time I go to Costco, I want to get the Tate's cookies, the hard cookies, and they are bigger. I feel like they're bigger than the brownie brittle, not only in circumference, but also height. So I think, you know, it'll give you, oh, sorry, I hit the microphone. I think it'll give a little more height to the dessert. So you'll see when I finish this, I'll show you what it looks like in the trifle dish. That was an oversight. It was a vast overestimate of how large this thing would be, but it was very short. But that's okay. Like who cares? It's a serving dish. Really, you could make this on probably a plate. Like it barely had any height to it, but Ina Garten used a springform pan and, you know, just so when you peel it off of the pan, you're able to see that layer, but you don't have to transfer it. You could still have the bottom of the pan on there. That's the wonder of a springform. Look at the size of this thing compared to Costco. I went to, Publix the other day and I was like, oh wow, it's only $6 for a rotisserie chicken. I need some chicken obviously for the buffalo chicken dip. I don't know if this is gonna give me as much chicken as I need. I usually use a can, but you know, for the first game of the season, why not? But look at the size of this beauty. A little one. It was a little baby chicken. Anyway, it did yield enough meat to what I needed. So it worked out, but man, sometimes I forget just why I have a Costco membership. It's just better. And I love that the membership essentially pays for itself if you spend enough money there, and you're going to have to do the math on this one. But for us, I spend enough money there where I get like 2% cash back if you get a certain membership. It's like not the $60 membership, it's the $120 membership. I don't know if it's gold or whatever, but if you spend enough money there, you get 2% cash back and it'll essentially pay for your membership. So that's what I do. And I even get a little extra kickback. Okay. So they pay me to shop there and it's fantastic. And I get perks like bigger chickens for less money. Even though they lose money on selling their chickens, it brings people in the doors and that's what it's all about, right? And in their food court, how did this turn into a Costco talk? But at their food court, they have a new, what is it called? Roast beef sandwich. My gosh, it's $10. I splurged and got it for research purposes so I could tell you about it. It was good. It was a really good sandwich. But $10, I won't be buying it again. I don't know. I guess $10 at any other restaurant, it would be the same quality. It did have a lot of meat on there. $10, it was worth it, but you can't beat a $1.50 hot dog. It's literally like a pound of a hot dog. And what else do they have? That pizza. One slice of pizza is like the size of my body. It's crazy. I love to bring the kids there. They think it's a treat, and I'm like, actually, it's a treat for mom because I don't have to make you lunch and I'm spending less money on whatever I would have made you, you know? And we're saving money, you know, going anywhere else. So that's a nice little treat there. So I did miss the Costco chicken, but Publix pulled through. I love Publix too. Publix is amazing. I'm sure you guys are like me where you have a grocery store that you just love going to. We have a few grocery stores in the area. We actually have a lot. We've got Sprouts, Whole Foods, Whole Paycheck is what I like to call it. And Winn-Dixie is another one near us, but I won't step foot in that store. You know, we got a few, Target, obviously. And I'm sure there are more that I'm forgetting. We also have our local farmers market, but you know, whenever you go there, I always have to go to another place. It's like good for produce, especially seasonal produce. That I should have added that to my fall bucket list. Go to the farmers market because they always have like a really nice pumpkin patch. And plus, like, I don't know, it's just a nice little place to go. I used to have that on my rotation back when I had my life together, and I like Mondays were grocery shopping days, and I went to the farmers market first, and then I went. Do you know what I mean? So my life isn't like that anymore, and I am struggling to really keep it together. I'm doing my best, I feel like, but some days I'm hanging on by a string. This day was really good. Oh, I'm making my buffalo chicken dip. I'm throwing it together. That's what the chicken was all for. So that wasn't proper ratios, but people ask me for my buffalo chicken dip recipe all the time. I don't follow one. Guys, please throw away your measuring cups. You don't need it. For buffalo chicken dip, it's 1 stick of cream cheese. I'm just giving you basics. Obviously, I added more this time because I had a bigger dish and I had more chicken. So 2 cans of chicken, 1 block of cream cheese, a handful of shredded cheese, and let's do half a cup of ranch, 3/4 cup of Frank's Red. Mix it together. You're good to go. It is delicious. It hits every time. It slaps. It smacks. It does all the feels. Okay. And then I'm just throwing together the cornbread. Meredith loved these like more than she's ever loved any cornbread. This is the Krusteaz brand. I love that brand. Zero nutrition, I'm sure, but they do taste really great. This kind was the Southern cornbread, which I'd never made before. And I like to pick them up when they're buy one, get one free. So I made 2 boxes of them. And I much prefer the honey cornbread, whatever that is. It's sweeter. So if you don't like the sweet, go with the Southern, but I do like the honey. Okay. And this is my famous chili recipe. I'm doubling the recipe. It's just let's do 1.5 pounds ground beef, really whatever you want. And then 1 jar of salsa, 1 jar of spaghetti sauce, 1 jar of kidney beans undrained, 1 can of kidney beans, 1 can of black beans drained, 1 can of white beans, cannellini beans or navy beans drained. And then I add spices. Guys, I don't measure anything. People rave about this chili. I'm like, have you not had a home cooked meal? Like, it's way better than a can, obviously, but it's not like the best thing I make. But people love it. It's a crowd pleaser in my house. It's probably on rotation. We eat this once every other week. Like, we eat this bi-weekly. So I made a huge batch of it today. The spices I add are paprika, chili powder, garlic powder, cumin, salt, pepper. I think that's it. Like, I keep it really... Onion powder. I think I'm out of onion powder. I need to start making a grocery list up in here. But that's it. It's so simple. It's so satisfying. It's perfect for game day. And you know what I had today? Well, the day that I made this, I put it in my Tim the Toolman Taylor mug. It's perfect for chili. It's like a bigger, like oversized mug kind of thing. I don't know, just it's better than eating it out of a bowl. And I can't explain why. Maybe it's because that's what they do on Lifetime movies. Actually, have you ever seen anyone like eat chili in a movie? I don't know, probably not. But I imagine if I was in a Lifetime movie, I would be eating chili out of a mug. It's just so much more festive, and life is too short to not like do things the fancy way, you know? Like, why use a paper bowl when I can use a mug? Obviously, if you don't want to do dishes or whatever. But anyway, so I'm moving on. I have cleaned. Yes, that was me washing my produce. Who am I? Getting my life together over here. Actually, I always wash celery because it's always really dirty. Even though this might have been pre-washed. I don't care. I wash it anyway. And I'm just cutting the celery for the buffalo chicken dip. And Wolfgang loves celery. And you know what? While I was washing it, the fragrance of the celery sticks, I just realized, like, celery is so good. Why don't I eat more of it? I need to eat more healthy stuff. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just get so caught up. That was Usher. If you didn't. Usher, what are you doing in here? Oh my gosh, he just came in and started singing. It was crazy. Did you hear that? Okay, Meredith saw me cutting a melon. It's one of her favorite things to do to help me out with. And she has these like kid-proof knives. They are fantastic. Someone sent these to me and they are one of my favorite things. Definitely one of Meredith's favorite things. The big kids use them too. They're great for cutting, but somehow they're safe. And she told me she was going to help me cut the fruit, but she ended up just chowing away, which I'm thankful for anyway. It's always good when my kids make healthy choices. And so I'm just cutting the fruit up and making sure we have a plethora of options on our chili board. This doesn't necessarily go with the chili, but it's good enough. And I think we ate like that whole melon that day. It was a good one. I got it from Costco. Sometimes they're bad. Sometimes I crack them open and they're so bad. But this one was perfection. That's the thing with fruit, you know, cake every time is good. Chocolate every time is good. Melon, grapes, sometimes they're squishy. Sometimes they're bad. Sometimes the mouthfeel isn't there. And that's why I like cake. Okay, so I'm moving on to the chili board. I'm trying to get this chalkboard pen to work. Clearly I was struggling. Just needed to shake it and pump it up some more. But I got this chalkboard for Wolfgang's birthday because I'm going to do a chili board for his birthday too. Or chili bar, whatever. And I thought, let me pull it out now. You know, no time like the present to be fancy. So I'm making the sign, just putting a little pizzazz to the chili bar. It's just about elevating stuff just to the next level, not to the top, because that's not the level I'm at, but just to the next level, to a 3. You know what I mean? So we've got it all. We've got chips, we got rice, we've got cornbread, we've got the fixings, we've got jalapeno, cilantro, onion, sour cream, cheese, and that's it. What else do you put on chili? I was racking my brain. I was like, what else do I put out? For me, this looks fantastic. And here is a look at the bathroom because it looks different. So I changed it a little bit in here. Changed that, the middle of it. My orchid that has been growing naturally, of course. And then I threw a candle up here. I got this candle stand from the thrift store forever ago. I want to say it was like less than $1. Maybe I got it from a garage sale. I can't remember. And then this, I wish those picks, those flossers, were pink. Wouldn't that be amazing? But they're not. So that looks a little better. It's chaos out there. I did want to say I checked Eleanor's shirt, and for the most part, it looked like Drift did the trick. It got the acrylic paint out of it. I did a little bit of laundry, but didn't film it. There's plenty more to do always. So maybe next time. I know you're waiting for it. Oh my gosh, I just realized this. Wait, what? Anyway, thank you so much for watching, hanging out with me. If you want to subscribe, put a little happy in your day. I'll see you next time. Baby's crying for me. Bye.